Empty dining rooms mean empty bank accounts for many restaurants, including Ms. B's M&M Soul Food. I'm Catalina Villegas from Inglewood. This restaurant has been in business for over 25 years, and for the first time ever, they've had to lay off employees. The government's help to small businesses didn't come soon enough to save many of the jobs here. They're hoping it will come soon enough to save the restaurant.
When Ms. B's M&M Soul Food restaurant moved to a new location on Imperial Highway, the owner, 71-year-old Beverly Brinson, known as Ms. B, could barely contain her excitement. To decorate the new place, she took an aquarium and chandelier from her son's house.
And then the heat lamps, they were in my daughter's house, and I took those. So my kids told me, well, Mom, you can't come to our house again because you take all of our stuff. I told them, that's okay, but I have keys to their houses.
She's still unpacking. After all, this new location was an unexpected miracle for the business, which has seen its share of hardships in the last few years. First, it was hit hard by the 2008 recession. Then, as recovery seemed on the horizon, with the Rams building a stadium close by, their landlord more than tripled their rent. She fought to stay open for her family, whose pictures adorned the walls, and for her employees, whose names she wrote on the side of her building. And then, weeks before having to close, she was offered this building for less than her previous rent.
Whenever I talk about it and tell people about it and how good he is, it just makes me emotional because I just get happy.
But that happiness was short-lived, because within months of moving here, the government's stay-at-home orders have eliminated 90% of her business.
I don't sleep. If I sleep 2 hours, I'm doing good. I've even lost weight, and I own a restaurant.
She was forced to do the unthinkable, cut her staff from 19 now down to 8. And in the last few days, she has run out of cash to buy her essentials. Normally, this pantry would be stocked.
My thing is I don't have any money to buy products to get my greens and my yams and my short ribs and my oxtails.
So Ms. B has turned to the Small Business Administration for help. She has applied for the Economic Injury Disaster Loan, the EIDL Advance, and the Paycheck Protection Program. Her daughter Tony helped her fill out the applications.
The process has been extenuating and frustrating. One time I stayed on the phone for 4 hours waiting to speak with someone. After waiting 4 hours, a really nice lady came on, said that it's really not her department, but she can help me. And somehow the phone disconnected and she never called me back.
They got word a few days ago that because of their credit, they had been denied for the EIDL relief. They're still waiting to hear back on the PPP, a program which has faced criticism for providing loans to dozens of publicly traded companies with tens of millions in market value. Nevertheless, both EIDL and PPP have run out of funds in weeks. In that time, PPP processed more than 14 years worth of loans in less than 14 days, approving 1.6 million loans. But with 30 million small businesses in the U.S., that barely scratches the surface.
Yeah, normally we would have tickets on this, but because of what's going on now, you see it's empty. No tickets, no business.
No business and no loans could spell the end of this small restaurant. But she has faith that the latest $483 billion coronavirus stimulus bill, which refunds PPP and EIDL, will come just in time.
So don't think in life when you're down that you're going to have to stay down, because there's always something and he'll always take you through it.
Through it will require more than just faith. It will require urgent action from the government who forced this latest hardship.